Hi everybody, I'm Carol with Free Spirit Arts. Welcome back and welcome to my new subbies. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you enjoy the content. I've had some people ask me for the update of the craft room since the move, and it has changed, so I'll give you a quick tour, okay? If you come in, first of all, there's two steps. My room is the room above the garage, okay? This corner here is basically just pretty because this is what I look at from my desk. So let's see, I'm a doTERRA distributor, so I have my oils down there in the corner. And then I have some bottles where I can mix oils for people. Then I mix them for my diffuser too. I like incense, I burn a lot of it. You guys have seen my creepy Santa in my other craft room tour. There's one that's a little more cheerful. These are flowers from my old she shed I kept because they make me happy. And I kept one of these from my therapeutic playroom. I use them for children who have anxiety. This is my self-portrait. Makes me laugh. That is a cowbell that hung on the door of our family restaurant here in town for years. So that means a lot to me. So that's the corner that I like to look at. So if we just stay to the left, I took the washi tape out of the window, which was a brilliant idea. I can't say her name because if I do, she's going to want to talk to me. But I really like her because when I'm in here, I can say, hey, bleep, and she will play music for me or tell me I got a package. She just told me I got 2 packages. It's pretty awesome. Oh, let's see. This is just what it looks like. Little bits of everything. Binding, little, just everything. That's lace and a little bit of fabric. These are the laces that I wound up after I made the bobbins. And that is so handy, you guys. I'm going to do it to all the lace. I'm going to change this up because it's a lot of wasted space for very little stuff. This corner hasn't really had a lot of attention. That is basket making stuff. That is, oh, that's a picture my granddaughter made for me, and magazines to tear up, fabric, some cross stitching, rug hooking. I'm like a lot of you, I dabble in other things, so my room kind of is eclectic. Those are jars I use for dyeing fiber. That's big rolls of paper I got from Home Depot. Oh my gosh. I haven't touched this. I am afraid of it. I just opened the boxes and stuffed it in the cubes. Honestly, that's what I did. So that has to be gone over. That's my Christmas stuff. This is all napkins. This is the glue I use, guys. No kidding. This is Elmer's. I got that gallon for $5. Works just like glitter glue. I love glitter glue though. I still use it. But I just couldn't turn down buying that. This is a very awesome table for me. Let's see. This is the Christmas journal. She's for sale. I love it. I did a whole flip through on my channel. I wish somebody would buy her so I know it goes to a good home. This is my little gremlin guy that I made when we had our farm. That is made with all the sheep from our farm. Look, he has 2 little teeth. He's part gerbil. He's been through it, I'll tell you what. He normally has little, what do you call that? It's a, not a bow and arrow, but close. And then little sticks for a fire and his little sandals. But he's been smashed in the boxes and he got put in the window and got sunburned, and he's really been through it, but I love him. Okay. My husband made me 2 pegboards. I love them. They're like 3.5 by 4 or something. I can't remember. This one is all my tools. Tape, glue, big scissors, cords, magnets, all that kind of stuff. That's the little thing I got at the grocery store when we were in the RV. I got that to put paper on, and you know, it works, so I kept it. Let's see, this is an Ikea pegboard. Man, they're awesome. Really easy and cool. Really, I love them. They're easy to put up. They don't make huge holes in the walls. That is all dyeing stuff for dyeing wool and fibers. I'm going to use them, though, to use on paper one day. Let's see, that is my Tibetan prayer flag that I always put up. And that shelf, really, it's not complete yet. I have some other things I want to put on it. This is more dyeing stuff for fibers and cleaning stuff for wool. You guys have heard me talk a lot about all the scrapbooking paper I bought. This is it. I didn't get it with the rack, but I bought the rack separately, and she also included a bunch of scrapbooking paper. So that's where I got this. And I use it all the time. Some of the paper is beautiful. Some of it is horribly ugly. This pegboard is the other one that my husband made me, and I made it a little prettier. It's got all the ribbon and my little mini books that I made that I haven't donated yet. And Tim Holtz paper, Prima flowers, stuff like that. This is stamps. I had a bunch of wooden rubber stamps on wooden blocks. So I took those off the wood and made a little template on the front, put them in CD cases, and then labeled them accordingly. I saved so much space, you guys. It was well worth it. I highly recommend doing that. I can show you how. I can do a video if you want. That's all my inks. So those are all the stamps I have. I should use it more often. This is my view of the dogs barking in the driveway, and I love it because it can tap on the window, make them quit. Let's see, those are buttons. My girlfriend gave me some jewelry to take apart, and I used some of that in the little Christmas journal that I just got done mailing off. This is a little more organized. It is sari silk and little envelopes and seam binding, and I don't know what's in those plastic envelopes over there. I haven't got that far. That wooden box right there, my husband gave me as a gift. He got it at Harbor Freight. I have all my jewelry making stuff in there. Highly recommend. Let me show you. Awesome, huh? It's great. It's perfect. I think I want to get it out of there though, because the drawers they're tough to pull the drawers out, and I end up piling stuff on top. Let's see, there's some fabric down there. My card that I got at Michael's, oh geez. I used it in the RV, and it's just a mess. It's just I don't even. Ugh. Okay, let's move along because I don't want to talk about that cart. Stacking these was a brilliant idea. I may unstack them for more table space, but I really like stacking them. I moved my labels. I had them here and I moved them here. It's visually more appealing. So this area, let me back up. This area I turned into using my Big Shot, big equipment, like there's a book binding laminator right there, stuff like that, scoreboard, that kind of jazz. So I put my embossing folders and my dies up here in this little box. I don't have very many, so it was easy to do. And look at this light. My husband's gonna have a cow when he sees it. But he's an electrician, and I know he can make this tidier. I just took sticky stuff and put it behind there and stuck it to the ceiling. but it works. And I like it. It shines right on my cutter. More shelves. This is where I keep coffee dyed paper, music paper, straw paper, that yellow paper that I love. This drawer is for big scraps. Really, this isn't big enough to be in here, but we'll let it stay. Let's see, that's a little loom that I'm going to take out and use. This corner is just going to be something pretty to look at, because this is also what I look at. I have to have my husband come do something with that. It bothers me. That's my television. Okay, so that's my room, okay? So now I will show you, this is my desk. What a wreck. But it's actually, everything's where it's supposed to be. But if you try to take it all in at the same time, it's pretty busy. Okay. So when I sit, this is where I film. And this is how I do it. I do it different than most people, okay? I have this little thing up here, and well, usually it's not plugged into a charger, but I take the face of this old phone that I'm using. It's an iPhone 7 that I don't use anymore, and I snap it in that container, okay? And then I arrange this little mirror up, and I find it. Let's see. This is about where it would be. So I find it, and I put my mirror right there. That way, I can see how much time I've been, if I stopped recording, and whether I'm in frame or not. I've tried it the other way, where you have it this way, or let's see, it would be that way, and then people just stand up to look at their screen. I can't do that. I tried it a couple times and it didn't work. Okay, I just hooked up my microphone. I might have it hooked up wrong because I can't get it to work, so I'm going to play with that some more. But this is how I film. I use this little gadget that came with this tripod, and it's Bluetooth, and it turns the phone on and off, which is brilliant. Although, I don't have it paired to this yet. Okay, these are cool. If you go to Costco and you go to the refrigeration dessert section, you'll find some delicious creme leche caramel stuff. Oh, it's delicious, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 6 of these. They're glass, and they have a plastic lid, and they're delicious. When you're done with them, throw this glass in the dishwasher, wash the cap by hand, and look what you have. Ta-da! Love it. I just started using this for bling. We'll see. I love my Lazy Susan. I had it over here just a minute ago, and I think I might be changing my mind and put it over here. I don't know. I'm playing. I might stop using this and put it over here too also. Just to get rid of clutter, mostly because it bothers me. So this is my space. This is where I have my inks and stuff and my binding kit. This is where I have all my hooks. And then this is going to be for specialty paper, digis that I'm using, and stuff like that. And digis that I've bought. Under here, I just have stuff. I haven't really decided how to use this space. It's not being used very well. I have a mat that I roll my chair on. That thing is brilliant. Excuse me, got a yawn. That was my mother-in-law's. She's a very, very tiny woman. She can't reach the floor, so she uses those everywhere. And they let me have that one, and I love it. It really helps lift the pressure off your back when you're sitting in your chair for a long time. Highly recommend if you see one of those at a yard sale or something, pick it up. What else? Let's see. That's the sewing machine I use. I waited till they were on sale, and then I used that coupon that applied even though it was on sale. They're not expensive. It does a lot more than I'll ever ask it to do because I really am not a sewer. But I sew paper. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys. Have you heard about the Journal for Inspiration project. It's actually called Journal to be Inspired project. Martha Manigross talked about it on her channel yesterday. We're really just getting it off the ground, but our idea is 2020 was a crummy year, and Martha and I wanted to do something together, so we thought, why not see if anybody would be interested in gathering together and each doing a personal journey as a project for ourselves. So a very personal journal for yourself. And then Martha and I would do our best to post weekly using prompts for suggestions for your journal. And they might be artistic stretches, new ideas, ways to get out of a funk, things like that. And then we've created a Facebook page, and Martha's working on Instagram and Pinterest, so we can share ideas to stay inspired, stay healthy, stay in communication with each other. We would post weekly on our YouTube channels, problem solve artistic stuff that y'all might be having, and basically just inspire each other and support each other throughout the year. This would be a place to go when you're stuck, you can't figure it out, or you're in a frump, or stuff like that. We're working on it still. We're talking about doing a live video right away, and it may not be saved on either of our channels. So if we do a live, we'll post it just as soon as we possibly can, when and the date and all that. So stay posted because it won't be saved. But we'll continue to talk about Journal to be Inspired project and what that all entails. The Facebook page would be a private page for the people who are working in the project. That way everybody can talk about what they're doing in their own journal, and it won't get cluttered with Easter and all of that kind of stuff necessarily. It will be a private page that you'll need to join if you decided that you want to do the Journal to be Inspired project. So I'm excited to be kicking this off. I hope you guys will consider doing it. We're thinking that we will post and do a video on our YouTube channels once a week with a prompt and show how we use that prompt to work in our journals. We're thinking that the first week of this year would be the week that you'd need to get your journal put together. So that would mean that you would just need the journal. Don't worry about ephemera or any of that. Just your cover and your signatures, and then you can work on it throughout the year, right? So you'll write in it, your journal in it, you'll use the prompts, and maybe you'll make a shaker tag that week, or maybe you will do an envelope flip that week and write 3 things you're grateful for, or something like that. Get my drift? So we're going to talk about it some more. And we haven't really had a lot of time to work out the details, and it's going to be very low-key, no pressure, really no rules. It's just, the whole purpose is for us to just get together all around the world in the form of making and enjoying a journal. That's it. A personal journal. So we're going to talk about it some more, and we'll keep you posted. If you haven't subbed both of our channels, please do that. And hit that bell so you get notified, okay? Because the next week or so could have a lot of content. All right, let's all take care of each other. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.